Hello YouTube, TradeGuard the 5th here. Last episode of Game Dev Tycoon, we moved into a bigger office at last. We've got 3.8 million in the bank. We have Cherie Ray Garner on as a member of staff. And it's all thanks to a little game called Boogie Boogie, a rhythm game, casual rhythm game on the Gameling, aimed at young audiences. Made massive amounts of money. Now we need to put our best foot forward here. Let's see. We've got our new idiom engine that we can use for our next game as well. Let's see. Let's take a look at the platforms available. You know what, let's play both sides here. Let's release a game on the Vina gear. It's got less market share than the Gameling. But that should give us another, handheld outlet for our games. Let's make this one an action game. Have we done fantasy action yet? I honestly don't remember. We'll always make another one. And let's aim it at... I don't know, is the Vina gear really good for mature audiences? Let's just aim it at everyone for now. I'm gonna call it Dungeons and flagons. Dungeons and Flagons. A game where half the gameplay is venturing and exploring dungeons and such and going on quests, and the other half is being an innkeeper. All on the Vina gear. Can really go all in on this because we've got loads of cash to work with. Okay, gonna need good amount of artificial intelligence in there as well. Let's add the level editor. Now, a bit of a funny thing about Game Dev Tycoon, you've got all these different features that you can add to a game, but it doesn't actually matter if the console that you're releasing the game on is even capable of any of these things. If you add higher value features to your game, it is going to do better than if it didn't have those features. Bit of a funny quirk about Game Dev Tycoon. But there you go. I mean, in theory, if you unlocked it soon enough, you could stick 3D graphics on what is essentially the Nintendo Entertainment System. Even though the NES in real life never really had that functionality. And there we go. Got plenty of level ups there, beat on our previous records as well. Let's release this game. Can now research open worlds, version 3 2D graphics, and also our first occurrence of 3D graphics. And now for the reviews. It's looking good. Not quite boogie boogie levels of good, but good. And there we go. Right. Generate game report. Get researching. We're going to need some more topics. Abstract. That could be interesting. Up to 4 employees in this office. Don't try to hire everyone at once as staff are expensive. Many rookies hire too early and go bankrupt. It's best to take it slow. Right. Okay. Second thought. Hold off on getting any more staff in. Just for now. Right. Post-release analysis. Fantasy and action is a great combination. Dialogue seems to be not at all important for this type of game. And Shuri is, still new to the team. Okay. Let's see, can I do any training? Game dev gems. And coding complete. Time to time employees need to recharge the batteries and go on vacation. Can tell that employees in need of rest when their efficiency steadily decreases. To give them a holiday, just click on them and select send on vacation. Well, Shuri can go on vacation once she's done her training. I can hold down the fort in the meantime. Go. Dungeons and Flagons is off the market now. We did fairly well. I think we broke even on that one. Let's start looking into 3D graphics. Oh! Vena has announced that they will release a new gaming console in 2 months. The Vena Oasis comes with 16-bit graphics and sound, which promises a new kind of game experience. Yeah. The Vena Oasis, aka the Sega Genesis, or the Mega Drive as it was called over here in the UK. Vena said the announcement, the Oasis is a new start. It will be the genesis of a new generation of gaming consoles, and we believe it will do very well in the market. Some of the games already announced for the console suggest that it will appeal to more mature audiences. Okay. And we don't have enough research points now to do any more research, so let's just make another game. Here we go. Idiom engine again. Simulation. Let's use our new abstract topic. And let's do it on the PC. Mature. And call it... Pomegranate Meadows. Yeah, in case you're wondering, this is kind of a nod to a little something called LSD Dream Simulator. I mean, come on, abstract simulation aimed at mature audiences on the PC. I even gave it a name that would sound out of place in a druggy 1970s song. I mean, you can imagine somebody in the 70s, right? Singing a song called Pomegranate Meadows, can't you? 2D graphics again, though. Don't do 3D just yet. Don't need any story and quests. Can take it easy on the gameplay. It's a rather different kind of game that we're making here. There we go. Be able to release this in about within the week, I think. And the Vino Oasis has been released. Didn't break any records this time. Let's see how this turns out. And we've now got access to simple cutscenes and special dialogues, so we can research them, add them to our next engine. Okay, looks like middling reviews here. Seems like a very Marmite kind of experience. You either love it or you hate it. Oh well. Right. Abstract and simulation is a terrible combination, apparently. Engine, quite important. The platform genre match is great, though. Maybe the topic genre combination, you know, hampered it a bit. Hi boss, I have a knack for security and I think we could really do some security upgrades in our office. I've done some research and I think with an investment of 50k we would be a lot safer than we are now. What do you say? Yeah, let's invest 50k. Thanks boss, I'll get right to it. Here we go. Some security upgrades sorted out. Now, Pomegranate Meadows didn't do as well, so we can't really rest on our laurels. Let's do another game on the Game Link. After an RPG, did business strategy with Dog Eat Dog, so Wild West RPG perhaps? I know it did, I think Wild West Adventure with Tennessee Ranger. Aimed at young audiences, of course. Because that suits the Game Link. We'll call it Gunslinger. Plain and simple. Rolls off the tongue nicely. There we go. Okay. Plenty of dialogues. Don't need much in the way of artificial intelligence for this. That looks good. plenty of world design. Take it easy on the sound, right? How did pomegranate meadows do? Not good. That's how. Squash these bugs and get Gunslinger out the door while we can. Oh. Ooh, that was close. Gunslinger nearly shipped with a bug in it. Whew. And the reviews? Nine? It's looking good. Okay. Definitely at the top end of the scale here. Yeah, that's much better. Good solid 8. Now that we have so many research points, we can research marketing. So now we can drum up our own hype instead of having to rely on other people to do it for us. Wild West and RPG is a great combination. Sound, not very important. Platform genre match, good. Right, is there any more research I could do? Open world. I mean, thinking about real life video game history, technically speaking, open world games have been a thing since the 80s, at the latest. I mean, the very first version of the Zelda game is technically an open world game. I mean, it's not open world by the modern sense, but, you know, it kind of is. You've got a big world, you can roam around it freely. With successfully unlocked marketing, you can access marketing options in the action menu, but only while a game is in development. Let's research simple cutscenes while we're at it. Don't mind Shirley's squawking. She's got a lot to say. Let's keep this train rolling. Time for another one. Just cranking these out right now. Right. I don't think the Vena Oasis is a good idea just yet. Let's just do another PC game. Aimed at everyone. Let's see. Haven't done adventure. I haven't done an adventure game on the PC yet. Well, I think we have actually, but I don't actually remember. I'll have to check the game history. Detective adventure. Aimed at everyone on the PC. Bullet in the Night. It's a rubbish name, but it's the best one I could think of right now. I think engine's going to be more important for this one compared to gameplay. Gunslinger did fairly well. Bullet in the Night is done. See how this does. Okay, another good game. Straight 8s all round. Let's have Shady do the game report this time. Let's research better dialogues. Today, Nintendo announced the much anticipated successor to the popular TES console. This is the greatest console we've ever built. It comes with state-of-the-art 16-bit graphics and sound. It is simply super, and that's why we decided to call it the Super TES, or the Super TES. Fans around the world have been waiting for this moment, and it seems that they will not be disappointed. Detective Adventure is a great combination. Engine is not important. The platform genre match is great. The platform audience match is good. Okay. More training. Let's see. Let's have Shady do a design course. Let's better dialogue sorted out. I'll research medium games. Now we can publish medium games ourselves at the moment, but it'd be rather inefficient for us to do that just yet. Hi Treyguard the 5th, I've followed the progress of Beat Boot Games for a while, and it seems that with your recent expansion you've started developing larger games. Larger games deserve to be seen by more people, and this is where Publisher can come in handy. Publisher will market and publish your game around the world. They will also help fund development. In return, they keep most of the profits, but since the game will sell a lot more, it's usually still worth it. And put you in touch with some publishers so you can look at some new available contracts. Just let me know. Jasmine Droke. Find publishing contract being unlocked is accessible in the action menu. I think it'd be a good idea to get at least one more person on board before we start doing any of that. And before we do any of that, it'd be just as good an idea to make a new engine. Because the small games at the moment are kind of just breaking even. The Super TES has been released. Let's just create a custom engine now. And seeing as this is going to be, I'm not sure this is really a big enough leap to make it a entirely new, to give it an entirely new name altogether. I'll just call it Idiom 2. If it was a bigger leap in technology, I'd give it a a new fancy name, but not quite yet. Maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. Analysts have observed a strange trend lately where players around the world seem to have developed a curious taste for unusual games. One player put it, sometimes you just want to play something unique. A game based on an idea that's not the usual military action game or fantasy RPG, just to name two examples. We already have companies bring some unique games to market soon. I definitely prefer them right now. This new trend promises to bring an interesting challenge to game developers as topic genre combinations, which used to work well, will suddenly be less favourable, while more outlandish ideas might flourish. So now we've got this trend here. If any games that we make, while this trend is still in effect, will perform better than they typically would. Okay, Idiom 2 is now complete. Okay, so let's develop a new game, take advantage of this trend. We've got the Idiom 2 engine this time. Let's release it on the Super TES. Still going to keep it a small game. Now, what's a strange topic genre combination? Business action. Business action aimed at mature audiences. Should I make it mature? Yeah, let's just go with that. Strange is the name of the game here. Not literally. The name of the game is actually... Gunpoint. Negotiation? Not so sure about that one. I mean, Bullet in the Night wasn't exactly a 5-star game name, but Gunpoint Negotiation, that just sounds kind of just two words smushed together with no rhyme or reason. I think. What kind of high pressure intercompany interaction would there be that you could contextualize into an action game? And yes, negotiations, but yeah, Gunpoint Negotiations. Just make it plural, make it 3D. There we go. Don't really need story quests all that much. We do need a lot of engine and, well, more than enough gameplay for our, Game Store's better user experience. Gonna see if I can cram as much time for the engine as I can. Right, let's get this done now. Don't need dialogues at all. Need plenty of level design. Let's put in better dialogues as well. Not sure how important artificial intelligence is to an action game just yet, so let's just put a lot of emphasis on the level design for now. Hopefully we can get this released while the trend is still going. Media is abuzz with the latest news from this year's entertainment conference. In a surprise announcement, Vonnie, a company known for General Electronics, has presented a prototype console called the Play System. Ah, right, now, if you know anything about the history of video games, you can probably see where this is going. Apparently Vonnie has collaborated with Invento, creators of the beloved and successful TES and Super TES consoles, to develop what is basically a Super TES with a CD drive. This would be the world's first console using a CD drive. Yep, there it goes. Journalists around the world are baffled as only one day after Vonnie and Invento jointly announced the Play System at the entertainment conference, things have turned sour. Invento announced today that they will cancel the project and instead seek to develop a new console with a different partner. Yeah, this exact same thing happened in real life too. What we just witnessed is the Game Dev Tycoon equivalent of the birth, death and rebirth of the PlayStation. Yeah, Nintendo was originally going to be working with Sony to make the PlayStation, but the whole thing just fell through. And as a result, Sony ended up just releasing the PlayStation themselves, without Nintendo getting involved. Rumour has it that the distribution deal the companies had worked out was unfavourable to Invento, handing over much of the control to Vonnie. This seems to be the end of the Play System. Let's give this an open world. We don't need world design for this, we need graphics and we need sound. The one and only bug dealt with. Now let's release gunpoint negotiations. The trend's still going on, so hopefully this works. Okay. That fell a bit flat. Ooh, okay, we got an encrypted message here. This is a very special offer. Our agents have recently managed to borrow some research information which might be of interest to you. If you are interested in transfer 31k to the enclosed uplink location, we'll contact you, Agent Blowfish. Alright, now, do I give this Mr. Blowfish 31k for some research information of ambiguous legality and dubious acquirement? Or don't I? I probably would, but considering how Gunpoint Negotiations kind of flopped, well, it wasn't a complete flop, but considering how average that game turned out, I don't think I can spare 31k. Yeah. I think we probably made a loss in Gunpoint Negotiations, actually. As I say, before it even started selling. Business and action is a terrible combination. Artificial intelligence is very important. Genre match, platform genre match, good. Platform audience match, bad. Right, okay. seems that the initial sales for Gunpoint Negotiations have fallen way below expected numbers. The game received moderate reviews, but it seems that the chosen platform isn't very popular with the target audience. I don't know. Maybe someday, a decade and a half from now, maybe some, guy on the internet will just, make a review of it and, maybe it'll become a cult classic in the future. On the social medias, maybe a certain platform called MeTube or YouTube. I don't know where I'm going with this. TES is no longer supported. He released one game for the platform and earned a total of 278.9k. He only released one game on that system, but what a game it was. And there goes Gunpoint Negotiations. I've got to take a look at the game history for that. Oh, we did make a profit. A meager profit. So, what was that? 2.1k? Let's have a look. Oh dear. Oh dear. Gunpoint Negotiations was not our worst reviewed game, but it is our worst seller. We only made 2.1k of profit on that. The previous lowest was only 16k. Right. That is actually quite a problem. We're going to need more topics, I think. Need more topics. Need to get a good game going. Vocabulary. Something educational, maybe. Stick it on the PC. And call it Wordsmith. Or something like that. Market's normalised again. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here now. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.